The OUPES 600W is an incredibly capable battery. With its exact capacity at 595.2 watt-hours, it unlocks a lot of opportunity with its light, compact form factor and solar companion. Its lithium iron phosphate battery offers durability and reliability, and its various outputs can power most things that you'd throw at it. Could it be the perfect mix of power and portability? I'm Tyler Spade with MakeUseOf.com, and let's check it out. In the battery and solar kit from geekbuying.com, you receive the OUPES 600W power station battery, the 100-watt foldable solar panel, user manual, a car charger, and an AC to DC charging cable. The battery comes with a charge, but it's recommended you use the included AC charging cable to plug it into a wall and charge it up to 100% before your first use. Once that's done, your power station is ready to go. The design of the OUPES power station is something I'm happy with. It's nothing sleek, beautiful, or jaw-dropping, but it screams practicality. The battery comes in at 10.5 by 7.76 by 9.73 inches, which makes it really simple to tuck into small spaces, whether it be under a bed, in a tent, on a shelf, or in the trunk of a car. The total weight of the power station is 15 pounds, which makes it ultra portable for any situation you'd really find yourself in. It has a single top handle, meaning one-handed carrying is a breeze, and I never found myself struggling or fatigued to carry this around with me from place to place. In my personal experience, I found this battery kit to be a really great balance of power and portability. The body is made of hard plastic, so I wouldn't say it's the most durable battery you'll find, but it's solid enough to where I haven't had any problems with cracks or damage in my normal use. The chassis is definitely not dust or weather sealed. There's plenty of seams, vents, and exposed ports surrounding the body of the battery, so just be wary of what kind of environmental and weather situations you're going to be putting this battery in. The entire battery is surrounded by this orange rubber grip, which is perfect for protecting the body from any accidental bumps and keeping the battery stationary wherever you set it. It's definitely not a solid connection by any means. This grip can be peeled and disconnected from the body extremely easily, but luckily the rubber feet at the bottom have screws in place to prevent them from falling off, which is great to see. At the front of the battery, we have an LED display and an arrangement of buttons. The LED display offers the vital information needed to operate the battery efficiently. At the top of the display, there's a live reading of the total output watts coming from the battery. Below that is the battery indicator, relaying how much total percentage is left in the unit. At the bottom of the display is the estimated time in hours until the battery is depleted. The display also has indicators based on what outputs are enabled, which can be triggered by the buttons located on the border of the output groups. The power button is located on the lower left, which can also enable and disable the LED display to save on battery life. The power button also has a convenient light ring indicating whether the power station is on or off. The OUPES 600W battery has a lot of different outputs that can charge up to 8 different devices at a single time. On the lower right of the display, there are a collection of USB outputs, including USB-C, both input and output, up to 60 watts max, and 2 quick charge USB-A 3.0 outputs. Above that are a collection of DC outputs, including a 12-volt car cigarette lighter outlet and 2 12-volt DC ports. Over on the left side of the display are 2 AC outputs, offering a 600-watt output with a 1,000-watt peak. These are both 2-prong AC outlets, but these ports share an indent, giving you the ability to plug in a 3-prong cable into one of the ports. While this is a great convenience, it does limit the ability to use 2 3-prong plugs at the same time. As far as inputs go to charge the battery, there are only 2 options. The first being the 100-watt max DC input located on the right side of the battery. This is used for charging via the included AC cable, car charger, and to plug in the solar panels included with the kit option. When plugged into a wall outlet, this battery can charge from 0 to 100% in about 7.5 hours. Luckily, the USB-C port on the front also doubles as an input, and if you supply your own USB-C charging cable, you can charge the battery simultaneously with USB-C and the AC wall charger and get a full charge in only 3.5 hours. The OUPES 600-watt battery also comes packed with some safety features, which is important for a battery you're going to take out in the wilderness with you. As mentioned before, this is a lithium iron phosphate battery, which means not only is it going to have a longer lifespan than traditional lithium ion batteries, but it's also going to be much safer from overheating and combustion. The OUPES battery also has a smart battery management system that includes overload protection, smart air cooling, temperature protection, short circuit protection, and over discharge protection. The backside of the battery also features a wide 7-watt LED light with 3 different illumination options that are low, full, and an SOS mode that flashes the LED on and off. Not only is this a great safety feature when being stranded and in search of help, but it's also just a great convenience as well when setting up camp or cooking and doing other things where light might not be so easily available. When buying this kit, the solar panel is a crucial component to its power and its portability. Luckily, I've been really impressed with this solar panel unit. It's only 100 watts max in direct sunlight, which isn't a lot of solar power, but it's the maximum input this battery can handle, meaning in optimal conditions, it will charge the battery just as fast as the included AC wall charger. So there's no trade-off when it comes to charging capabilities. Keeping the wattage lower also means this panel is ultra light and portable. When folded, the dimensions of the solar panel is 16.65 by 14.57 by 1.38 inches and weighs only 8.6 pounds. This makes storing and traveling with the solar companion super easy. It comes complete with a single top handle for easy one-handed carrying, and the backside of the case unzips for the storage of any necessary cables you might need. The front flap connects via heavy-duty Velcro, and when opened, the panel unfolds, giving you the ability to flip out the kickstands to orient the solar panel in the optimal position for maximum sunlight. When unfolded, the dimensions of the panel end up being 67.64 by 16.65 by 0.19 inches, which give it plenty of surface area to collect sun while also being a manageable size when being out in the wild. This panel offers 20% efficiency and will definitely get the job done when in optimal conditions. The performance of this battery goes exactly as you'd expect. I've had great results with the various devices I was able to power and charge up. You'll obviously have to pay attention to the power draw of all the devices that you're plugging into this battery, but all my battery powered devices that I charged up worked flawlessly, such as laptops, phones, tablets, Bluetooth speakers, earbuds. They all juiced up just as they would if they were plugged into a wall. It also works great for items that don't run on batteries, such as running a 60-watt TV for over 8.5 hours, or even a 345-watt electric power drill for an hour and a half. With my experience, I haven't really found many drawbacks to the OUPES 600-watt battery. I mean, I mentioned the inability to use multiple 3-prong cables at a given time, and some minor build quality things, but the only other feature I would really love to see with this would be a companion app. Nowadays, a lot of companies that build portable power stations give you the ability to download an app where you can monitor the output wattage and enable and disable the different outputs remotely. This would have been great to see on this battery, but in all fairness, the display and the physical buttons are sufficient enough for pretty much any average user. Now, while I think this is a great value, the OUPES 600W doesn't come without any competition. The battery market is really hot right now, and there's definitely a lot of players in the game. For example, Palladia's 600-watt power station comes in at a similar price. It has less capacity than the OUPES 600W, coming in at only 518 watts, yet its lighter, has an additional USB-C port, dual 3-prong AC outlets, 150-watt input, and a more solid build quality. While I think both these products are at an incredible value, if capacity isn't your first priority when considering a portable nomadic battery, there are definitely other options you could consider in this price range. So, is the OUPES 600W the portable battery station for you? Obviously, this battery isn't packing an insane amount of wattage, nor does it receive a huge amount of solar input. This small portable battery isn't going to power your home for days on end, and I don't see it powering a full-time off-grid lifestyle. But for the weekend adventurer, someone who wants to power all their devices on a scenic road trip, have some emergency backup, or just have some entertainment or be productive out in the wilderness, I think this is a stellar kit to add to your journey. It has the strength and capacity to power any device you might want to take on a weekend trip, such as laptops, projectors, lights, TVs, and cameras, yet both the battery and the solar panel remain ultra portable, where many larger power kits tend to be a burden to store, pack, and carry on longer trips. I think the OUPES 600W from geekbuying.com just hits that perfect sweet spot of power and portability. If I was heading out on an adventure and I needed to power my most crucial devices with me along the way, I think this would definitely be a great and convenient option.